Hi guys, thought I'd come back to you this afternoon. This little show and tell what I've been making. Basically, I've made a few of these so that I can give to my family and friends. It's a little folio, like Christmas folio, 2 envelopes. You can put a little message in this one, little journal card, or little letter to your parents or your grandparents, whatever, or photo, Christmas photo, stuff like that. Then obviously you can put a little Christmas card in this one. This kit is off a lady called Shabbydabbydodah, a lady called Tina. She's on YouTube, and the idea is off her as well. She actually made this card up. I printed off the kit. It was a couple of quid. You get 12 sheets of designs. Obviously you've got to have a decent printer and good setup. So get printing and get some digits. You can use scrapbook papers, even wrapping paper. It doesn't have to be scrapbook pages. You can use old cards and cut images like what we used to do with the kids when they were little. That's what it goes back to basically. This is, I'm in my element really, because this is like the kind of thing that I'd do with my kids when they were little. And also I worked in preschool for a while, and I was the craft lady. So you know, this is my thing really. So what we need to do is, I'll show you the envelopes that I used and what I actually done. I cut a slither off the top of each envelope just to make them so they're both the same size basically. Then what you actually do is you seal the one. So what we need to do is we need to put glue down here, only on the edge. Be very careful how you put it on, because if you put it too far over, obviously it's going to seep and then you're going to wreck your envelope. So seal that down, and then you've got your one little pocket. This one, we need the glue all over this time. Put the glue all over here, level them up, stick it down, and there you have it. There's your little folio. Here's one that I did earlier. Actually no, this is the one. So here we have it. This is, obviously I've done a red one because it matches the pink better. So what you have in effect is you need 4 sheets of paper to act as your covers. This is your little envelope. As you can see, it's been stuck down. That's your little opening. That's where it's been stuck down with your original flap. And then there's your other flap there for your little card. You need to leave that open. I've sealed that down now with just a bit of glue. Not too much, because otherwise when you come to put your card in, make sure that your card that you get is actually going to fit in the envelope, especially if you cut the envelope down. So you might have to get a different size card, or even make a card. It doesn't have to be a card, it can be a little piece of paper or a little journal. It doesn't really matter, as long as it's like a little message to your loved ones. So what we need to decide is what we want to put on the front and what we want to put on the insides. Now, I chose this one because this is nice. So what we're going to do is stick that onto there. Leave that open there. Make sure that little flaps. I've got it the right way around. So what we're going to do is put some glue on here. I'm using collal glue because it's nice wet glue. When it dries nice and stiff, but it doesn't buckle. It won't make your paper go all wrinkly, crinkly and buckly. If you use a Pritt stick, you won't be able to wiggle it about as much as I'm doing now, but it will still do the same job. You just have to be a bit more cautious when you're actually putting it down, because once a Pritt stick goes down, it's stuck. So that's it, that's your flap. Now we need to cut this down a little bit, because what we're going to do is when we decide which papers we want to put on the front, on the inside, sorry, we've got to cut a scoop off the top. So what we'll do is we'll scoop this one out, only probably about that much. As you can see, it's about just under 10mm wide and just scooped. Just so that when we come to put our little sheet on, we'll scoop that one down the same as well. Got to decide if we want to put that one there or that one there. Just move you up in frame a little bit. My setup's not very good, I'm afraid, because I'm new to all this. So what we've got to do is decide if you want that there, bring that down like that, or the other way around. Have him that side, and then that. It doesn't really matter, it's just personal choice really. So I think I'll scoop that one out. So the same again, we'll scoop it down, about the same. I mean, you can use that as a guide if you want, or just do it freehand like that. Cut him up. Now, as you can see, I just cut my edge off that I've already inked up. So what I will need to do is re-ink it. And what we do is we use standard ink pad. They're about £2 from Hobbycraft. You can buy the distress inks and the distress oxides. They're a bit more expensive, obviously, but they do last. They do last a long time. I use this to do it. You can buy a dauber. It's like a sponge, so it sort of does the same sort of job, but if you can get the hang of using the makeup brushes, these are cheaper. Get them off eBay, they're only a couple of quid. So make sure you put your lid back on your ink, because it will dry out, especially if you've got lights. So what we do now is we're going to stick that on there. So we just put some glue on the back of this one, not too close to the edge, because if we do, it's going to seep over and it might seal your envelope. So just be careful when you do it at the top. Hopefully I'm in frame, guys. I'm trying to see if I'm being in frame all the time. That's why you're quite close to me, because I can actually see the camera. There we go. Level him up. Same thing. You can always run your bone folder down just to smooth your glue. I'm not going to push it up though, because it'll push the glue up. Just touch that like that myself. It's not too bad. That's sealed fine. And then we're going to use this as a function envelope. So what I'm going to do is scoop that one out as well, so it looks similar. So get your scissors again. Obviously I've inked this again, but I didn't know which one of these I was going to use. So, you know, it's just hit and miss really. So do your little scoop. That's it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Should be enough ink on here. They do retain the ink. Can you see it just going on the edge? Once you dab it in your ink, you do get, you know, a while before the ink actually dries. So there we go, that one's done. Same idea. Now what we're going to do this time, because we only use this, we don't want to be putting glue all over there, because otherwise it's going to stick and then you haven't got an envelope. So what we're going to do is actually put the glue on this one this time instead of on this one, and then we can see exactly where the glue is going better. Not too close to the edge again, because otherwise it will seep out. It doesn't have to be mega close to the edge anyway, because you're not really going to be touching that, as long as it's sort of stuck down, so that when you slide your card in it's not going to catch. Now all we're going to do now is level him up. Hopefully I'm in frame. I'm having to work quite high up. Can you see? That's it now. So that's done. Then you've got your little envelope there. Just give it a rundown, but run your hands in just in case. That's fine. No glue seeped out. Next one. That one's going to go on there. Same idea. You can put your glue on there if you feel better putting it on there, or put the glue on this one. It doesn't really matter. Whatever's easiest for you. But obviously we need glue all over this piece, because it's kind of be stuck down on the back. There we go, done. That's it, that's finished. Right then. So there's your little card, ready to embellish. Sorry I wasn't in frame then. Now I've got some little pieces here that I'm going to ink up with my little pad. I'll do that off camera, and then I'll come back to you and we'll decide what we're going to do with all these little pieces. Thanks for watching, bye.